Have you ever looked at your own life and thought, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep choosing the thing I said I wouldn't choose, reacting the way I said I wouldn't react, and going back to the habits I promised I was going to break? It's frustrating. And if you're honest, it can feel a little defeating because it's not that you don't know what to do. You do. You want to do what's right. You want to show up differently. You want better for your life. And yet, somehow, you keep ending up in the same place. Hi, friends. Welcome to Taking Back Happy. I'm your host, Gina Granville, God's girl, retired homeschool mom of 4, empty nester, GG, essential oil and exercise enthusiast, Christian life coach, and someone who is taking back her own happy. I know many of you feel exactly like me in these midlife years, a sort of loss of direction, but you feel way too young and vibrant to sit on the porch and just watch life go by. What if you could reclaim your life, finding deep joy, renewed passion and purpose, and plenty of adventure in these midlife years? If you are ready to find your spark again, throw on those walking shoes, pop in those earbuds, and join me right here as we take back happy together. Hey, Taking Back Happy friends, are you ready to connect? Join me in the Taking Back Happy Facebook group, and you will find encouragement. You will find other ladies doing what you're doing and taking back their own happy. It's a place of community and a place of support. Another way you can connect is becoming a TBH Insider. When you become a TBH Insider, you get weekly emails with the latest podcast, tips on creating a happy mindset, early bird access to special offers, and encouraging Bible devos. And the third way to connect is through one-on-one Christian life coaching. So hit me up if you want more details on that. Okay, friends, let's get into it. Have you ever said, this is the last time, ... and then you found yourself doing the exact same thing again? Well, let me tell you, we are in good company. I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. That comes from Romans 7:15. Paul was telling the same thing. He struggled with the same thing that we struggle with. I really don't understand myself is basic the struggle, right? So if we want different results, we're going to have to understand what's actually driving our lives. Here's the first thing I want us to consider. Your actions reveal what you really believe. The main idea with that, the key idea is if you show me your actions, I can show you what you actually prioritize or what you actually believe. We say one thing, but our actions will actually tell the truth on us. It's kind of like our actions are the tattletale of what we really believe in our lives. So I'm going to put my little coaching hat on for a minute. What results am I currently getting? That's a good question to ask yourself. What results am I actually currently getting? And what actions are producing those results? It's always good to evaluate and ask ourselves questions as we're going along. Your life right now is a reflection of your repeated actions. And your actions are not random. They come from what? Just take a guess. What I always say, your thoughts, which cause your feelings, which cause the actions you take. And then they ultimately will result in, how your life really is, the results of your life. Another way to look at it is the thoughts that I'm thinking are going to make me feel something. I'm going to have an emotion. I'm going to feel something with them. And those emotions are going to drive my actions. And then ultimately you do it over and over again, right? And that's going to be the results in your life. So if your results aren't what you want, it's not about trying harder. It's about going deeper. Which brings me to the second point that I want to talk about is a lot of times we'll take the easy road. We will get off on easy road exit. And that goes into like escaping our feelings, numbing those feelings, buffering, doing all the things. We often choose what feels good right now over what leads us to good later. Buffering is a temporary boost of pleasure, and it keeps us from feeling like certain feelings. So it could be things like scrolling, sleeping, it could be overeating, it could be over shopping, it could be in taking drugs, it could be drinking, it could be even good things. It could be like cleaning your house or over analyzing things or overachieving. There are a million different ways that we can escape from the reality of our lives. Buffering is a quick hit or like a relief that kind of keeps us from dealing with real life. Some real important things to think about are emotions really aren't a problem. A lot of times we don't like to feel what we don't like to feel, but the emotions aren't a problem that we need to fix. They need to be felt because, like I said before, those emotions drive our actions. And if we want to have actions that lead to results that we want, then we need to accept those feelings and those emotions and, feel them and not try to avoid them with all the buffering. You will either feel those emotions or you will avoid them by doing all the things we talked about. And you'll really delay your growth. You'll really keep yourself in a stuck place, in a rut where you're on that same record doing it again and again and again. When we keep choosing that easy road, we wake up feeling stuck. But I have good news for you. If you are feeling stuck, we can work our way backwards. So this is my third point. If you don't like your results, you can really trace them backwards and figure this whole thing out. So I'm going to put on my coaching hat and we're going to work through an example that I think most of us can relate to, and that is weight loss. I want to lose 20 pounds. So I make a goal. I want to lose 20 pounds and I have a plan and I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to do all the things. And I go to work and everything's going really well. And then I come home at night and that's my week time. And all of a sudden I find myself in the kitchen and I'm having the snacks and I'm doing the thing I don't want to do. Can anybody relate to that? So we're going to work our way backwards with this. Why do I keep getting these results that I don't want to get? It's because I'm taking those actions that I don't want to take. And those are based on my feelings, which come from underlying thoughts. Okay, so we know that I'm in the kitchen, I'm eating that cookie that I said I wasn't going to eat, right? So let's take it back a little further. What feelings am I feeling at this time? Maybe I'm bored. Maybe I just have this really out of control feeling. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I feel depressed. Maybe I'm just stressed out or I'm just like, just forget it. I'm just resigned to the whole thing. Do I really want to do this? This is a hassle. I don't know if I really want to do this. So now let's uncover some thoughts that might be causing these feelings, right? A lot of times they're not going to be blatantly obvious. A lot of times they're going to be really sneaky or they're just underlying thoughts and we may not even realize we're thinking them or we've done it as a habit for a long time. But here's a few examples of thoughts where it might have me in the kitchen, having those feelings. The first one that I think of is, well, I deserve a treat. I worked hard all day. I deserve a treat. Or this is hard. Like, this is really hard. I have a lot on my plate right now. Do I really want to take on a new diet on top of everything else? Or I'll start tomorrow. That's like one of my favorites. I'll start tomorrow. It's okay. I can start it again. Or this is nothing. This is just a little snack or a little treat. Or this is the last time that I'm going to do this. Have you heard yourself saying that one before? Or what's one more at this point? Or I need a little relief. Or how about this one? Who cares? You know, and the thoughts are really sneaky. And so if their underlying thoughts are causing those feelings that are causing you to take the action that you don't want to take, then we know where we need to start. So if I want to lose 20 pounds, but my result is I'm not losing weight or I'm losing weight slower than I want to lose weight. And then I look at my action and my action is, well, I'm doing that late night snacking. I'm eating that cookie when I don't want to be eating the cookie. And then I have that feeling of like, oh, I'm just stressed or I'm just overwhelmed or I'm really exhausted from being at work all day. And then I have that sneaky thought that's underneath there that's like, I deserve this, or I've had a really long, hard day. So the problem really isn't the cookie. It's the thought that's driving that choice. So your thoughts might be so automatic that you don't even realize they're running your life. But once you see them, you can change them. That's the good news. Once you see them, you can change them. And my last point is practice makes progress. Notice I didn't say practice makes perfect. We're wiping that right off the board. But practice makes progress. You don't change your life by trying harder. You change your life by thinking differently on purpose. So what if we paused before we took the action? What if we paused and just asked ourselves a question? What am I feeling right now? What am I thinking right now? And we deliberately took ourselves backwards. If we did this, we could replace our kind of cruddy thoughts with really intentional thoughts, like thoughts that we think ahead of time, thoughts that we write down, thoughts that we put up on our mirror, that sort of thing. We could say things like, I choose to be healthy and strong. My future self will thank me. I was made to do hard things. I don't need this. I want something better. I'm worth the choice. I want to live long and strong. It's important to remember that this isn't perfection. This is literally practice. And the encouraging truth is that every time you choose a better thought, you are literally rewiring your life. So my Taken Back Happy friends, maybe today you finally see it. We're living out Romans 7:15. I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's that your feelings and your thoughts are driving what you do. Even Paul the Apostle said, I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. And that's the tension. It's human. We can expect that. But staying stuck in it, that's our choice. So next time you're about to fall into that same pattern, that same cycle you've done time and time again that is not giving you those results you want, just take a pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And be real with those feelings. Take the time to feel them. And then go even deeper. So what am I thinking? What thoughts are underneath this? And then you get to choose a better thought. And when you choose a better thought, you have a better feeling and you take a better action. Because your life isn't changed all at once. It's literally changed one choice at a time. Like I always say, you get to decide. You don't have to keep doing what you hate. You can start choosing who you want to become today. My Taken Back Happy friend, you got this. We are taking back our happy together. If this podcast blessed and encouraged you today, I'd love for you to share it with your friends. You can take a screenshot and share it in your stories, but make sure you tag me at Gina Granville so we can connect. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you join my Taken Back Happy Facebook group. I'll meet you back here soon, and we'll continue taking back happy together.